on the top, placing in the top?
Yes, sir. The first one is crawling frequency,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Okay,
second one is CTR,
perfect.
and the third one is the average, the both
The third one is user
user
engagement.
engagement. User
Correct.
engagement.
Yeah, first one, crawl frequency. What is the prominence or importance of crawl frequency? What does this crawl frequency do?
Uh, the bots are going and coming into the website, crawls and collect all the data, and it is
Uh-huh.
going to save in the Google server, in the search
Perfect.
engine
Okay.
server.
Okay. Okay. Now that is fine. Crawling will do that. Now we are telling that crawl frequency, higher the crawl frequency. We need higher crawl frequency. Why do we need higher crawl frequency?
Uh, to no,
It's not just for you. Anybody who has the answer can go ahead and speak. Yeah, Praveen, you can speak if you know the answer. So why is higher crawl frequency important?
So, for example, if we have for example, greater than 50 pages, 100 pages, for
Uh-huh.
that, Google will having only limited amount of time to crawl the
No, no,
website
no.
for.
Don't get into it. Don't get into it. We
Ah,
haven't discussed that, and nothing
okay,
to
okay.
do with the particular thing
That's,
as of now. Okay. So if it is crawling more number of times, it's as simple as this. If you are reading a particular chapter from a book more number of times, the chances of you remembering it and answering to that questions in the exam is easier. Correct? Correct. If somebody is
yes, sir.
irritating you again and again, again and again, again and again, you will feel like to slap and you will slap. Correct? Right? Same way, if Google is reading your website again and again, it starts giving importance or priority to your website to show up on the Google. But it might place you on the first position also, just by reading your information, your website, crawling your website. But CTR is what makes it to even though it is placing it in the top. In case if your website doesn't have good CTR, if people are seeing your result and not clicking on your result, they must be, oh, madam, your speakers must be having an issue, I guess. I'm not sure if you have joined from the same laptop or a different laptop. Because my voice is the same, the computer is same, the volume is same.
People are saying.
Yeah, the environment here, the fan is on.
And you're too loud, sir, if I have to tell.
Okay, see, Bismi is telling that I'm loud. So, but definitely you have to check your computer's speaker, madam.
Sir, I'm sorry, but Silesh is not here.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know why he has not joined.
Okay, fine.
Might have forgot. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Or he has gone through all these classes, right? So he must have felt like to join later. Okay. Okay. So now, so if CTR is not good, though crawl frequency keeps you in the top, your website will fall down. If engagement is not good, your website will still fall down. Correct? One thing that you understand is crawl frequency makes, if bots are reading your website again and again, higher the crawl frequency, better the opportunity to show up on Google. If you have better CTR, you will start your website start moving to the top, and with higher CTR your website will be moved to the top, but CTR doesn't assure or guarantee you staying over there. User engagement is what assures you staying in that position. Okay, so now let's get started with how do we improve this crawl frequency. All website owners here have to pay attention to this, right? And everybody, in fact it's not just website owners, everybody, because we are going to implement SEO for websites at one point of time in your career now from here on.
Sir, we can monitor the CTR probably user
Yes,
engagement
yes,
feedback.
yes. We have an amazing tool. We're going to discuss that as well. How do we monitor? How do we understand what is the crawl frequency? What is the CTR? Right? But unfortunately, a lot of digital marketers don't know how to read that data.
Hmm.
Okay. Only a few of them people read or understand, not everything. That's the tricky part. That's what makes others better over them. Whomsoever understands that they are doing well. Okay. Okay, fine. Crawl frequency. Right? What is this crawl frequency? Did we define that yesterday? Did we take examples like dinner, breakfast, lunch, right? Chapati, how many chapatis you eat? Correct? Something like that. Did we discuss? Yeah, please then go ahead and can you please explain what is crawl frequency and what is crawl rate? The measure of The measure of frequency of bot visiting your website is crawl frequency. How frequently a bot is visiting your website, we're going to measure that. Correct? How frequently you do some activity, how frequently you'll have food. 3 times a day, 5 times a day. That's frequency. The measure of frequency of bot visiting your website is crawl frequency, and crawl rate is during its every visit, how many pages bot is crawling. During your every, whenever you come to the dining table, are you eating the same number of chapatis, same number of idlis? Let's assume we are eating only idlis all 3 times a day. There is no other food on the earth, right? So morning you come to the dining table, how many idlis did you eat? Afternoon you came to the dining table again, how many did you eat? And evening, there are chances that some of you might eat same number of idlis. There are chances that some of them might eat drastically a varying number. Morning some 5 idlis and afternoon some 30 idlis. Right? So bot also does that. Bot also would crawl only 10 pages when it has visited in the morning, and afternoon it might crawl 50 pages, and night only 10 pages or 5 pages or 2 pages. And if your website has a lot of pages, it varies again. Okay. So now how do we improve this crawl frequency? What should we be doing? So if you have to read a textbook or a chapter several number of times, something will be the driving factor, right? What is the driving factor? For some of you, maybe as a kid, parents must be scolding you and making you to read the book. Don't take it wrongly, I don't know. Maybe you might take it offensive also. If I'm telling, some of you might have experienced it. Okay. So now at least coming to me, I used to uh, be scared of my dad, and I used to go take the book and read. So if he is arriving from the farm, listening to the motorcycle sound, I used to go quickly throw everything away and take the book and start reading, start studying. Right? So bot, when will bot come and visit your website and read your website? See, now in this scenario, I was scared of my dad and I was taking the book. And in your scenario, you naturally, oh, I haven't shared the screen. It says stop sharing. Everybody, do you see the screen? So I haven't gone to any other screen. I just shared the screen.
Yeah, I can see. I think you're not recording the video. Not sure.
I'm recording. I'm recording the video. It's all getting recorded as well.
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Yeah, you all can see the screen, right? Okay. See now, we all know that bot. See, if you have to invite bot to your website or make bot to crawl your website, you have to understand where is this bot. Who is this bot first? Correct. Correct. Where is this bot? Where will this be bot? Where is it navigating or roaming?
Through codes.
Through
Codes.
quotes.
I think bot is itself code. Not sure.
See, bot is freely navigating or exploring the internet. There is no work to the bot. It's something like your neighbor keeps visiting every other website that's coming into its vicinity, right? So naturally, bot would visit your website, but it doesn't visit often. It doesn't visit often. Naturally, it might visit once or twice your website in a day, in a week, in a month. We don't know how frequently it's going to be that too, right? Now, this visit would make your website to be seen by bot, and they will take a copy of your website onto their server, right? See, now I'm going to tell you a number 8296494941. How many of you can repeat it? I'll repeat it once again. Try repeating this number 8296494941.
8296494941.
Great. So I'll ask you after 2 3 minutes. Let's see, will you be able to still remember the number and tell me? Huh? Who is typing? Okay. Yeah. Now tell me the number. Okay.
Uh,
Bhargavi gave the correct answer. Yes. Somebody else.
eight two. Okay, not sure. 82964941 something.
right? So now, if you are recalling that number again and again, see, though you pronounced it correctly first time, eventually that's just getting what do you call that as evaporated from your mind now, correct? In next few minutes or few seconds. So same happens with Google as well. See, Google server, see, now bot has visited your website, has taken a copy and stored with it, and it will start showing to you on Google when somebody is typing digital marketing training institute, and it will show your website. So now if bot is not seeing your website again, so eventually it starts pushing it to the secondary memory, and from secondary memory it completely throws away. That's the reason you should make bot to read your website again and again every now and then. That's when you will remember. Now I'll tell you something else, and it's so easy to remember for you. Now you will not forget. Okay, 9 3s are
27.
27. So if I ask you which table did I ask you after 1 hour or 2 days, also you will be still able to tell me, correct? So now in this case, it's not that important for you to recall and remember, correct? Just at one time you heard it at one quick glance, you'll be able to understand or store it properly, correct? Correct. Now this can be considered to be as lesser competition. So for example, if you take a website something like this. See, look at this. For this website, we never told bot to crawl this. It might have seen this website fewer times, just fewer times in the year, and it still holds it in. There is not much of such content. See, now look at this. There are only 71 results about Kajaya online. 71 results is nothing but there are only 71 such pages on the website which are speaking about Kajaya in Bangalore. When you type M alphabet on your phone might show you some 30 contacts, 50 contacts, 100 contacts, right? But when you type P or yes, you might see a lot of contacts popping up, correct? More than that, correct? So there are some alphabets. People will have more names, right? So now here, look at this. When I type Kajaya Online Bangalore, there are only 71 results on Google. This is nothing but Google has only 71 files on its server matching this term. But when it is buy shoes online, look at this. How many files Google server has related to shoes online, buy shoes online? Units, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 272 crores. 272 million files sitting on Google server pertaining to buy shoes online. If you start scrolling, it will not give you results all 272 million. It says it shows only the 100 results or 200 results, right? Right, that's all maximum. But it's telling that I'm not going to show you all the contacts, but look at this, all the web files, web pages. But look at this, I have these many number of files sitting on my server, right? Now let's try out something else. Adirasam is the same product again. Kajaya is Kannada name, Adirasam is Tamil name. And how many files are there? 70,800 web pages are speaking about Adirasam, which is still a small number. You can consider it to be as lesser competition. See, when content is available in abundance to Google, Google will have strict criteria, strict norms, and ranking for such highly competitive term becomes super difficult. You have to meet all the criteria. Your web page might have to get crawled. So this example we'll discuss later. How many files, the frequency, and all. We were trying to understand. Naturally, bot visits in less than 1 second. It has displayed this many number of results. It has queried the complete. It has searched the complete server in those many number of seconds. And now here, how many seconds it has taken? Taken 0.44 seconds. Excuse me. Okay. So now you understand bot has to visit your website more number of times. One is bot is visiting on its own term as per its wish. It might visit or might not visit your website. Okay. So bot might not visit your website also. right? But then you have a method to invite a bot. There is an amazing tool called as Google Search Console. There is an amazing tool called Google Search Console. So this tool is basically establishing a communication between website owner and a bot. How do you speak to your parents who are 300 kilometers far from here, 500 kilometers far from here? How do you speak to them? You communicate over a phone, right? Correct. So just because you are using phone now, your way of communication, your language will not change, right? Right. So same way as a digital marketer, you understand how to speak to bots. That only tool that you will be using in between is the only medium that you're going to use is it's a tool that's from Google again. It's a free tool from Google. It's called as Google Search Console, right? This is the tool. You get to see lots of details. Let me change this. Yeah, let me copy this result. I'll show it to you. How can you communicate? See, the moment you sign up for that account, that's when Google knows that they should be visiting your website. Is it confusing anybody? Are you all understanding it?
No, sir.
Not understanding.
No, sir. Not
Understand. Okay. So now look at this. So I want bot to visit this URL one more time. I might have made some changes to this URL. Correct? I want bot to immediately see. Bot is telling that boss, this URL is with me already on Google. Right? And now I can still, despite that, I can request indexing. So it will visit this URL now once again. There are chances that this URL might slightly move up on Google search results. But then you cannot do this for all the web pages on your website and not even every day. There is some restriction. See, back to a decade, there was no such restrictions. We used to submit 200, 300 URLs every day on Google. Now it has come down to only 25 URLs. Right? This is not the ideal way or method of inviting bots. This is just a quickly you want to update about one single URL or a few URLs. You can update about those URLs to bot. Right? There is a different method. So now, if you all observe this thing, if you all go back to our previous discussion, bot is freely roaming on internet, correct? Correct. So bot must be visiting Flipkart website somehow. Bot must be visiting Amazon website, correct? Or maybe even before that, let's understand this thing. Let me go back to an example. So let's say we all are residents of HSR layout, right? And there are few supermarkets or kirana stores here, and these people must be selling Colgate paste for past 1 decade, right? And suddenly today, a lot of them goes to their shops and ask for close-up paste. Some 5,000 people in the morning go and ask for close-up paste. He says there's no close-up paste. By afternoon, some 50,000 people will go to him and ask for close-up toothpaste. And let's assume the population is 5 lakhs, right? So now everybody went for close-up tooth sleepy. Everybody asked him for close-up toothpaste, and this store owner said, "There's no paste. There is no close-up paste available with us." And what happens now? These customers will go to other supermarkets nearby, other places, and they will find it somewhere, and eventually they might turn out to be customers of those shops as well. Correct? And this person is losing business. Correct? Are you all following me, guys? Everybody?
Yes.
Right? And now this person will start losing business. Correct? So now, if he is losing business, that's very bad for him. Correct? And now, just because he don't want to lose further, what he does, immediately he goes to a manufacturer or to a distributor and he gets the stock. He gets the close-up toothpaste, and now by evening or by night, another 1 lakh people will come to his shop and he will be serving that product to them. So now, if he has not served that information, served that product, what would have happened to him? He would have lost a significant amount of business. Correct? Right? So same is the responsibility of Google's. See, if you're asking for something and if Google couldn't serve that information, Google will lose business. You will stop using Google. Correct? See, we are all loving Google because you ask for anything and Google is giving to you. Correct? Correct? There are people, close friends might start forgetting you the moment you stop giving something to them. Correct? And of course, obvious, and this is some US company somewhere, some other part of the globe they are operating from very far. and if they are not providing what you are looking for, and you will definitely forget them, correct? And Google don't want that to be happening because you are the product for them. If you are using Google, they are making money out of it. We'll discuss how they make money out of users, right? So now what happens is, naturally when somebody is searching for an information like by, let me search. Okay, so let me take this Salman Khan accident. See, look at this. Look at this. It's showing the information of 2002. 2002. And let's assume few hours back again he drove car on people, and you are looking for a new information. And let's consider that I am the only one searching Salman Khan accident right this moment, and Google is least bothered now. Google is least bothered to serve the up-to-date information of 2024, right? So now the moment 5,000 people or 10,000 people search the same thing, now Google realizes, already it's very important. So many people are searching for it. I have to be up to date. Whether if this could be correct. This, let's assume this is correct information. If too many hits are happening to their server, this is where is this going now? When you enter this, when you click on enter button, it's going and hitting their server. When there are so many number of hits happening with this term, Google realizes that I have to be up to date with the information, and it starts using the term, and it starts finding the content whichever is matching that content, matching the term, right? Right? So it's something like this. A villager, you have written the address on the small piece of paper, and he comes to metropolitan city, and he will start seeing that address every board everywhere. Let's assume there are no Google Maps. He reads the address in the paper slip or visiting card, and he starts looking in the street here left and right, correct? So same happens with the Google bot. Now Google bot holds this term, this is the address now. So it starts finding every piece of content or information that's using this term Salman Khan accident, and it found this many number of files matching it, this many number of files matching it, and it starts reading the information of all those files again. It has to ensure or make sure that it is up to date with the information. So if you are speaking something about that searched on Google, the chances of your website getting crawled will increase, correct? Is this clear, guys? Everybody, please don't be hesitant. If you are confused, if you are not understanding this, please don't be hesitant. This is quite tricky to understand for some of you. It's difficult. In fact, it takes a lot of time, and even now 99% of the SEO professionals doesn't know this properly. Okay, so you definitely don't have to be hesitant to ask the questions, or to get the clarity on this further. Did you all understand that if something is being put on your website that's searched a lot of times on Google, the chances of your website getting crawled also will increase, correct? Is it clear up to here? This is one method of improving the crawl frequency of your website, and this being the reason, it's suggested that every day speak something on your website, write about different topics on your website, and make sure that if this is highly competitive, there are good chance of Google ignoring you as well. The moment you find something next to you, why will you go in search of it? The value of it will come down, right? See, Google is least bothered when it is in abundance. You have to put additional effort, correct? See, when it is highly demanding for some jobs or post government jobs, if nobody is applying for it, it comes easily to you. If everybody are applying for you, you need some additional support, right? It's like you have to get a prime minister recommendation letter, chief minister recommendation letter, home minister, or somebody else, some influential person next to you, correct? They have to push you, correct? So same is the case here. If searches are too many, that's great. Meanwhile, there is a competition, significant amount of competition as well. Now there are chances that Google might not read your website despite you covering this term on your website. You must be speaking about Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, or anybody else, but still Google would not come to your website. There are some chances. It's not that it doesn't come. Naturally, it would have come and left, but that's not enough if they have to show your website in the top. Dainik Bhaskar is a very popular news website in certain parts of North India, right? And very old website as well, some 25 years old probably, I don't know. Okay. So now what is that support here? If it is the government job or if it is something else, you are taking the recommendation letter, right? So something like that can be done here as well. You can, for your website, you can have people recommending your website. We can do that online as well, right? So now one method is, we all understood one method is Googlebot naturally visits your website while it is exploring internet server, or may not visit. It's completely to its own terms. You cannot keep dependent on that. You should start working hard. You should start putting your own efforts. Second method is, you can create an account and you can convey that I exist. You can come and visit my website. But this is also not going to assure frequently visiting your website. It also works on its own term. When you register an account, first time it comes and sees your website, understands, and it also analyzes should it be visiting frequently your website or not. This is also not going to assure your bot visiting your website frequently. Third method is speaking about something that's been most searched on the internet. And another trick here is cover something that has less competition. More number of people are searching, but less competition. Something like this. I showed it to you, right? Kajaya online, more number of searches, but less competition. So the chances of you ranking on Google will be very good. Correct? Correct. So now there is a fourth method. This is one method. Every day you have to publish something or the other on your website, and bot loves an information on your website. It's not about information basically. It starts matching your website against the terms it holds with it. You must have written about buy shoes online. You must have written how to prepare biryani, right? You must have written a topic how to prepare gulab jamun, right? So Google, thousands of people are searching every hour. Google holds the topic or the title and starts matching the websites whichever has it, and whichever websites has it, it starts going through them in detail. That is nothing but crawling your web page. This is the third method. Now fourth method. What is the fourth method? Fourth method is, I'll show you an example. Look at this. I want, this is my website. Let's assume, not assume, this is my website. This is Canada Digital Company's website. Now I want bot to be visiting this website quite often. Bot to be visiting this website quite often. So now look at this, what I'm doing. So Canada Digital has designed and developed this website for VLSIFirst.com company, a VLSI training institute company. And now look at this, we have written designed and developed and marketing by Canada Digital. And now what happens here, if you keenly observe to the left bottom, it is pointing to Canada Digital website. So now when bot visits this website, it starts reading every piece of information on this website. Okay, and I'll show it to you how it reads. This is the copy bot holding with it, and we are seeing text only version. See, bot started reading this web page, and finally at the end, yeah, it found designed, developed, and marketing by Canada Digital. See now, take this example of river stream. A stream is flowing correct down the stream, correct, and now suddenly this one stream there will be five different streams splitting, and this water also spreads across these five streams, and water flows in these five streams now, correct, correct. So same way bot also spreads like that. So it's reading this information of the page. The moment it finds a link to some other page, some of its energy branches out to that website. One of its is going to visit this destination URL. It's something like this. A person is infected with COVID, some virus, right? When you go next to him, you will also get infected. But that virus die within him, the other person who has infected you know, right? It's residing him in, as well as it's getting spreaded to you, correct? And now will you be quiet? You will go in contact with many other people and it spreads again. See, this bot is something like that. So it just has to find the path. It immediately branches out to the destination website, other website, the link. The moment it found a link, it visits exactly like how I am visiting now. It visits this website and it starts reading this website as well. And if it comes up across a link to, let's say, Edu Gorilla company, or a link to Upgrad, a link to GeoLearn or StarAgile or some other company, it starts visiting from here to there. This is how it is exploring on the internet. On the internet, it is not navigating by itself by taking a bike or car. Okay, so it is finding the connects, right? And it spreads or it moves from one page to the another page. Guys, give me 1 second, everybody. Hello. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you all found it, understood, right? Bot basically branches out. So now you have to drop your website's link on as many websites as possible. Now, as a web development company, we got an opportunity to drop the link on various websites. Correct? So now bot starts visiting. See, it's not bad for learn and thrive also. So naturally designed and developed, it's attributing, it's citing the respective website, and that's good. Bot loves it. You pointing to other websites, but I'll tell you when you should not be doing it and in what scenarios, what kind of these kinds of links should be fine. See, bot is now navigating to this website. Bot has visited this website once again, correct? So now this way, see, bot is visiting this website. Let's say in the morning around 9 a.m. and bot is visiting this VLSI first. Where is this VLSI first? VLSI first in the afternoon around 1 p.m. So now this website got crawled twice. Once, Contra Digital got crawled twice. Once in the morning at 9 a.m. and second time in the afternoon. Now, if you are building links like this from hundreds of websites, how many times bots will be visiting? It's like you building multiple sources of revenue streams. You'll be getting from your regular job, you'll be getting from your part-time job, correct? You'll be getting from your investments, you'll be getting money from your businesses. Same way now, when you drop your website's links on multiple other websites, bot is going to visit your website. This is called as backlink building. Backlink building, backlinks. These are called as backlinks. The links pointing to the destination website. BACKLINK, backlink building. LINK, that's all. BACK, yes, building, BUILDIG, backlink. The activity is called as backlink building, and this is simply an hyperlink or backlink. This is pointing to destination website. So now this is not the only way. There are so many websites which are inviting guest authors. You can become a guest author on those websites. Let's assume this particular website is accepting guest posts. Now all 10 of you can start contributing. You will give a good topic, the basics that one should learn in order to get started with digital marketing, and in that you will write a nice topic, and you will start speaking something about your business as well. Now let's assume there are no links here. These people haven't put any links. Yeah, look at this. There is a link here. So now let's assume you are being invited to contribute here on this website as a guest author. You are thought leader in data analytics, or you are a trainer, or you are very well versed with data analytics, and Learn and Thrive is inviting you to start contributing here. So you will start. You have put so much effort, right? You have shared all your knowledge, correct? As a courtesy, this company or this website must be fine to provide a link to your website. This must be your website, abc.com. You can link it and they will publish it, and there will be a backlink pointing to your website. There are multiple ways. The type of activities are different. People will earn money by working hard in the form. People will earn money by being a middleman. People will work money by coding. People will earn money by doing digital marketing. Same way, you will be doing different kinds of activities to get these kinds of links. One is guest author. This is guest author. There is another method. Look at this. Silicon India. This is a kind of news website. And now, see, now I told him, boss, we will pay you 50,000 a month. Link to us to link to our website. And look at this left side bottom. What do you see? dhgate.com. Correct. Now this person charges 50,000 rupees for 2 months or 1 month, and he gives a link to your website. A bot, whichever is visiting this website, will visit your website. Why so high? Because of the website. See, that too, this is homepage. Bot will by default visit home pages. First thing they do is they visit your root directory or your homepage. And since this being a news website, bots will be visiting quite often. And you getting links, a static link from the website like this, will be super useful or super beneficial. And they capitalize on this they charge on this, right? They charge. We paid for one of our clients. We paid 50,000 rupees a month or for 2 months. And this website we were paying 60,000 rupees every month just to get a link, something like that every day. They are news website, right? Visiting Silicon India website from 31,000 different websites. Domain authority is just 17. So now if you are paying and getting a link, we don't usually prefer to get a link from website which has got a domain authority of just 17. That's not, anyways, there is nothing negative. But when you are paying and buying something, okay, I will do you a different favor, something else, right? This is another source of income if you own a website, not just a simple small web. I mean, like non-credible website. It has to be credible. It should have a very good domain authority. Now, the domain authority is quite often and very good, correct? And now you check it for Flipkart or Amazon and see how is the domain authority for those websites. Let me go to. Did you all get that? How do we